are some things you can't control. Like a sudden rise in the Texan air temperature. An unexpected raindrop in Shanghai. Or the competition's new upgraded front wing. Yes, there are some things out of your control, but being the best shouldn't be one of them. Like getting in that extra lap by perfectly timing your pit stop. Having your rival on your tail, but you've chosen a defensive driver. Or conserving your power unit to make that last lap overtake. Whatever the challenge, make the call.
It's time for racing here on F1 Clash. Welcome along to Saturday, and it's not qualifying round time. Why is it telling me it's qualifying round time? It's opening round time. We'll finally get it updated. Welcome to opening round for the Las Vegas GP. So fingers crossed you're all here and you are all ready to witness an amazing round. We hope. Who knows what's about to happen today in the next couple of hours, but one thing we are going to guarantee is we are going to absolutely try our best and try to qualify. Now, you may have seen already my title for the stream. I hate GP groupings, and I'm going to show you why in a moment. But welcome everybody if you are joining, and welcome into the stream. We have got everyone joining nice and early, so if you are in the chat, I can see your name. Welcome to everybody. We are going to cross over to our account on the game here and see what is possible today. So we've got a couple of crates to open from our sort of queued crates overnight. So we'll get them over and done. Welcome to everybody flying in. It's midday here in the UK, which hopefully, wherever you are watching from, you are awake enough to watch this stream. So welcome to everybody. Can you show us your liveries since it's your main account? I can. We can start off with livery selection if you wish. And what we might do is let you pick a livery that we race with today. How about that? I mean, that might be a little bit of something different. I've got the Mercedes Silver on because it's a very nice looking car. So what I might do is show you all the liveries I've got, ask everybody to select a livery, and I'm going to pick the first one that I see in the chat when I reopen my eyes. So this is what we've got on this account in the livery selection. I'm going to show you now everything, okay? So I'm going to just go from the 2022 liveries, okay? So we have that. If we apply, we have got the Ferrari 22, the Haas 22. We've got the McLarens. We have got the Ferrari Special with the Mercedes. We have got a Red Bull, a Williams, Aston Martin, AlphaTauri. We have got our Community Championship captain of Alfa Romeo, and we have got our Alpine in there as well. Moving then to 2023, we have got, again, each team's livery from every single year, where we obviously got the black Mercedes. We've got the Community Championship livery with our name on it, all the way through to Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri. 2024 sees some different liveries, of course. We've got the Haas, we've got the Kick, some McLaren and Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, RB and Alpine, and of course Williams and Aston Martin. We have got all the liveries from 2025, of course, as well. So I'm not going to go through them, you should know, of course, including the Haas Special and the McLaren Special with the F175 and Apex. And then if we look at special liveries, that is, of course, the cars that we've just been through. And then premium liveries, which is just the unlock. So, chat, I want you to get in the chat right now before we start this event. I literally need you. I only want no spamming. Just select the team and the year. Or, if it's my livery, let me know. And we will be using it for this race. There will be no bias. I will literally just picking the first name that I look to for the chat. And that is what it's going to be. So make sure to get in the chat. And while you do that, we'll get ready for this opening round because it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be an interesting racing Very small group. That's why it's going to be hard. So I'm going to look to chat right now. And I'm just going to see the first word that comes up from a user. Okay? So in 3, 2, 1. We are going Matteo and Ferrari. Okay? So Matteo and Ferrari did do a little bit of spamming. I'm going to let him off on this occasion. But it is Matteo and Ferrari. That is, I mean, he did spam. That's probably why I saw it. But look, there's going to be plenty more opportunities. Matteo, what year is the Ferrari livery coming from? And please, obviously, don't spam again. That would be great. But don't worry. So, we have obviously got 2022. We've got the special with yellow in 2022. You want the 2022. With the yellow or just the plain red? Which one are we going for? I'm hoping you're going to say yellow because it's a little bit different. Oh, God. Chat. We know the bad strap. No, yeah. You want the yellow. Okay, hold on. You want the normal colour or you want the plain red? Okay, we're going plain red then. Right, here we go, chat. It is our set. So let's get ready and race. Again, we might do that more and more to get you all involved. Asset trading is here as well. And we are going to be taking today... We're going to take some Bearman and get him closer to max level. Okay, let's get set. And let's get ready to rumble, okay? Here we go. It is race number 1, Las Vegas, where we've seen qualifying come from this morning. There's going to be no wet conditions in this race. It is going to be pure dry, and can we get a good result? So, can you put kilometres? I'm English, Raphael. We don't do kilometres an hour here. That's the problem. Okay, let's select our drivers. Hamilton has to be in. And if you wondered why, it's because we need the extra 5 race points. Now, if we're going to select our drivers, we need an overtaking driver. Now, George Russell is very strong out there from this point as well. Also, can you face the other way while streaming? How do you mean, demo? And Vangzat Gaming, welcome. You don't. I mean, we don't. Yeah, we don't. We're mainly using miles per hour, Raphael, in the UK. So let's just have a look to see if there's anyone else better we could use, but I don't think there is. I think it's got to be... I mean, we could use Piastri. We're going to start near the back anyway, aren't we? But he's only going to get 1 overtaking, so I'm going to stick with George Russell. And we're going to see how that goes. So, yeah, it's for us, Raphael. Okay, chat, we have an additional 5 points available today. We have got a race coming up from Las Vegas. So 47 plus 5, there is 52 points available in this GP. The question is going to be, so we see the back of your head. It's going bold, mate. We're going bold. We can't show the back of my head. Okay, chat. Get in the chat. How many points are we going to score Las Vegas? Lewis Hamilton and George Russell with a speed setup. That is what we're going to be running. 52 points are available, and we need to score the very best we can. We don't need a race start boost here for Hamilton. We may need a small race start boost for George Russell. That is key. So make sure to get in the chat. And we are about to get set and racing. Good luck for everybody's racing this weekend. But it is time to get our GP underway. Maximilian, welcome as well. And I haven't showed you the group, have I? Sorry. This is where we currently stand. 47 in the leaderboard. We've had a lot of people start racing as well, as you can see. But chat, the problem is as followed. Okay? There is only 68 people in the group. That is why we hate these GP groupings. Only 34 players are going to make it through to the final round. 34 in the hardest group in the world in F1 Clash. We are going to be up against it. So it was 677 this morning, Joanne dear. But we have got to do our best, and that is why it's crucial. But what will happen will happen. It's such a pain, but we got to live with it. Here we go, chat. It's race number 1. It's overtaking and speed. It's Hamilton and Russell. Jai, welcome for Australia as well. let's get this underway. And chat, for this round of racing, with such a tough group, I need your motivation. I need your engagement all the way through. We need everything. Brawl Ninja, welcome. Every point counts here at this Grand Prix event. We need everything. And we start off with a good matchup. I think we're going to go Firework, potentially Raphael on Russell. And then I'm going to be using Unstoppable on Lewis Hamilton. Because Hamilton should start fairly decent position in this race anyway, because of that extra 10%. So, thank you, Archive Bizzle. Come on, chat. We are in this together. We run this account together. I just spend the money. So, soft and soft. We're going to go Firework 4. I mean, Firework could be tough, but I feel like I want a little bit of a gamble of a race start. And we're going to go to Unstoppable. Welcome all joining as well. So, here we go. It is race time for our first race. Let's unleash our inner Crofty. Here we go. It's getting set, getting ready to race. And we are off. Hamilton with an average start, but does move to the right-hand side. Something that he wasn't able to do in Las Vegas. But with that race start on Russell, it hasn't had too much effect at the moment, as we all group up through the first couple of corners. And now we go down the straight with the Racing Bulls of Lawson, now our next target. And we do get Hamilton up to 14th early on. Antonelli in 13th. Now we get up the inside, but George Russell now gets a two-car overtake. It is P12 and P15 as we start this race. And DRS is going to be key as we head down the back straight for the very first time. Hamilton 12th and Russell into P15. DRS will enable after this lap, and we'll use it down the first big straight as coming through the final corners we come. And it's still Hamilton in 12th place. Tries a move on Alex Albon. Doesn't get the job done. We've been playing F1 Clash for many, many years. And can we get the move? It seemingly we can't. But here comes George Russell. He is flying in this race. And we can't overtake. Now we come through. How is Russell faster? That is crazy. Can Hamilton get past Yuki Tsunoda? Can he? No. Okay. I don't know what the cutoff is yet, Jigar, but it's going to be very tough to get through either way. Can we push Hamilton past? Through goes Hamilton. We're up to 10th place. Now, P1 and the front runners have actually disappeared at this stage. We are in a little bit of trouble when it comes to that. Can we get Hamilton past Carlos Sainz? Yes, we can. Can we get past Gasly? No, we can't. And now we're going to get another dose of DRS down this straight. Can we get past Gasly? Yes, we can. And now we can start to move forward. George Russell, we've got to make sure that we don't double stack. That is the key. But we have got to keep on the pace as well. As now we will push George Russell. Yuki Tsunoda comes back past George though, which is annoying. We got to try and get that position back. And we don't. Wow, this is an interesting race. We are having difficulty now. So George Russell's going to come through in this race. I'm not too concerned about that, but we're not going to score the best points in the world. That is for sure. We're not going to use DRS. We're going to use that as we come out of the pits because I want to get the acceleration. We're not going to gain any positions much here. We're going to just come straight into the pits. So, our first pit stop and our only pit stop for Hamilton. This isn't a great race at the moment. Maybe the Ferrari livery is the pain here, but Hamilton comes out in what will be around 9th place. Here he comes into 11th. Now DRS usage. Got to get past Hulkenberg, and we do. George Russell with quite a few cars to get through, and there's quite a few cars ahead, as you can see. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, our safety car. We have just used DRS. This is exactly like qualifying. We've literally just used DRS. We've just pitted as well. And now, if we just didn't use DRS, we could be unreal in this race. But a safety car here on lap number 4 is going to release us into a 1-lap sprint. And guess what, chat? To make it even better, Guess who crashed? Guess who crashed?
Okay, can you bring it back, Lance?
No, I'm in the wall.
It is Lance Stroll taking an early retirement here in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Mr. Lance Stroll is out, and that leaves us in 10th and 15th place. But the problem we have is the DRS. We are going to get DRS down the back straight on this lap. We are going to end up with 1 lap of racing. And the problem we've got is George Russell is sat in 15th place. This was a tough safety car. We needed this 1 lap before. If we'd have got this 1 lap before, we would have been excellent. Where can George Russell get to on the restart? I don't know. But we've got to try. Hamilton 8th. He could get through to maybe top 5, top 4. And we're going to have, obviously, DRS down that back straight too. We have got no pit stops happening. And this is going to be tough. We are going to have a very good amount of power unit. We've got to rescue some points here. And hope you can, Bornto Booze. We hope you can. Now, we're going to get Russell to full power unit. We need all the luck here, chat. We've got no DRS until the very back end of this circuit. Because we just used DRS. So annoying, because look at Hamilton's DRS on the screen down the bottom right. The gap hasn't even moved. It hasn't even started to recover at this point. Thank you, Chris. This is the main account. We are going to have a 100% power unit for George Russell. Where can he... Chat, how many points are we going to get? We're currently on 28. So in this race, how many are we going to get from here? And now we are going to get set and get ready to race. Las Vegas, we are green. Session resumes. And here comes Lewis Hamilton. Already up to P7 in this race. Up to 6th. And that is a start that we needed. George Russell not made any positions at the moment. But can Hamilton make a move round the outside? And he does. He gets into 5th. What about George Russell? He is struggling to get past Pierre Gasly as Hamilton moves up to P4 and he is flying. George is up to 13th, but now Hamilton versus Hamilton for a podium position. Can we get it? Yes, we can, said Bob the Builder once. Now down the straight we go. DRS usage for Lewis Hamilton. Can he win here in Vegas? What is happening? As no, he can't. He gets blocked. Norris is going to take victory. But here comes George Russell. And he's going to get to P10. It was a tough battle. As well, thank you for the subscribe, Pez Gamer. That is not great points. That was a tough race. 38 points we get from Las Vegas. And a finish that nearly got us P1. George Russell struggling. And it's a very unlucky safety car. That was a tough race. That was tough. We got unlucky, I guess, with the safety car. Hamilton so close to victory, but he couldn't get there. Penny, we have to settle for 38. So, we've got to get a better strap for race number 8. We do. A race start for Russell Raphael wasn't really effective, was it? But he let us down. Level 5, level 3 for the rival. The McLaren sandwich. Yes, Mark. It was. But we have to take what we are delivered. 38 points. That is going to be an additional of 5 extra race points, which means we are going to start the round with 43 points. Now that is tough. We need more points than that because it's a very difficult racing. But we have to go on. We have to fight this in. Welcome Builders Unite as well. We're going to open up a Champion Series 12 crate. We get some Gasly. Thank you, Onioi. Hulkenberg and some Albon. Okay. That could stop us qualifying, Matteo. Yes. But we got it. We might get some points at some other tracks. You never know. Need to change the livery. Maybe one more race, but we are facing 2 difficult races here. Because, chat, if you thought Vegas was a bad circuit to race at, welcome to Monza. Welcome, everybody joining. Welcome to Monza for race number 2. And we all know how difficult this circuit can also be. Today, we're going to be going with the defence of Lewis Hamilton, but we've got to change our driver. We have got to go with a Norris or Verstappen, and tyre management is key. I'm probably going to go for Max, but it's a difficult little battle. So, probably go Palm on Verstappen, but I don't need, chat, I don't need Palm on Hamilton, so I can go for something like Vice on Lewis Hamilton because he doesn't need the extra tyres. Now, if you were unsure of why the reference to Monza, it's the speed version of Monaco. It is very, very difficult. So, chat, you know how it works so far. Get into the chat. How many points are we going to score from the Monza race number 2? 5 additional points are available, and there is a total of 52 points that are up for grabs at the speed, the home of speed here at Monza. Race number 2. Can we upset the apple cart? We need some points. We need some big points. We need to recover some points. And we get a real player. At the home of speed, a real player has arrived. We need... Now, for reference, chat, in the past, I have only managed about 37, 38 points around this circuit. It's a tough little circuit to race at. Is that Hamilton? It is. Hamilton, here we go. Going to start Max on the mediums. I want to be faster in the second half of the stint. And of course, I do not want to double stack. Now, Verstappen is going to go on to the Palm boost. So we've got Hamilton on the Vice. Here we go. We matched up pretty quick. Handlebar on Max. We need a bit more tyres, Raphael. So, here we go. Chat, come on. We need all the luck here. Vice for Hamilton. Should be good on tyres. It is now a case of can we get through the pack. Rival takes their time. We head to the home of speed, Monza. The temple of speed, I should call it. I think that's the correct terminology. Here we go then. We need good starts. It is Hamilton away and 17th. If he can get to the inside, that would be beneficial. Or maybe the outside, as he gets through in 14th place. And he holds that position. Verstappen hasn't held that position. And he is sat in P22. We're going to keep on pushing early. Try and get some overtakes. And Hamilton will find himself past Pierre Gasly and Max Verstappen. But our Max is only up to 19th. So a little bit of work to do for Verstappen as he tries to come through. And he can't. So now we've got to go into power unit saving for DRS. Verstappen is struggling even though he's got such a good defense stat. That might be because, though, his race start. So now we can start to hopefully try and gain some positions for Max. He's on medium tyres, of course, but DRS now is going to be key. Rival is on the Tulip boost, I believe. And now Hamilton trying to get through. Does get up to 8th place. Verstappen with DRS. That Rival's going to struggle to get the tyres, I think, to the end on the mediums. So Hamilton is in 8th. But we're having another bad race with one driver because Verstappen is only 16th at the moment. But he will be faster in this second stint. Rival, I think, is trying to save the tyres all the way here. So let's see if Verstappen comes back through. Hamilton is in a good... Look at the McLarens. The McLarens have bolted out front. Wow, that is incredible what them McLarens do. Here comes Hamilton. And he gets up to 6th place. Verstappen then with DRS. Can he make moves? He can now get up to 14th place. And we got another one. We've got another safety car. Max Verstappen has binned it. And that could be huge. Safety car again. But this time at Monza. And this time it's going to slow the McLarens down. bring them back, and it's going to give us the opportunity to pit. That is huge. 2 safety cars in a row. Both cars can go to mediums here and make it to the end. We are getting, I told you chat, safety car luck has changed. Here we go. 1 McLaren pits. Only 1. Oscar Piastri carries on, which means Norris goes to hard tyres. This is a huge safety car. Huge. And now Hamilton already out the pits. It's going to be a minimum of 8th place for Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen now boxes for his pit stop to take on the medium tyres. Where's he going to come back out? The rival goes for a double stack. Yes, we're going to be down the order with Verstappen, but we're going to avoid some double stacking. And that, actually, look how far back Max Verstappen is. Oh my God. Maybe this hasn't helped Max too great either, because that is a long way to recover. But he's got quite a few cars in front of him that will have to pit. That is, oh my God, look how far Max is away. We need Max to catch up here. We've got to get some speed, Max. Come on, please. Please, Max. Right, Hamilton is going to get away again. Safety car again at race number 2. And we're going to just look after power unit at the moment. No DRS again, Mark. I know. This is what's killing us. Because with DRS, here comes the McLaren out the pit. We're ahead of Oscar Piastri. Can we score so well in this race? This would be incredible if we can get the points. Hamilton now is going to have DRS to fight down the straight. Can he get up to 4th? He can. He can get 3rd as well. Here comes Verstappen with a bit of DRS too to get past Esteban Ocon. And he can. We are P3 and P number 10 at the moment. Here comes Verstappen now. Down the straight. He's into 8th. We don't usually get so many safety cars, trust me. But for some reason, today is our day. 2 out of 2 on the safety cars. But after race number 1, we need that little bit of point scoring here. Hamilton in 3rd. Verstappen in 8th. There's now more DRS for Hamilton. We need positions. Here comes Max Verstappen as well. And we are into P2 now. What about Verstappen? Up to 6th. Come on. This is good going. Lap 8, 1 lap to go. We still have Yuki Tsunoda to box, ladies and gentlemen. So it could be a P2, P5 finish. It could be. Norris is super quick out front. We're not going to catch him. I think we're going to be ending up here with a P2, P5, which is still absolutely great for us. That is what we'll take all day long. As we go down the straight, we have that Yuki Tsunoda pit stop now. We're going to use DRS in the latter part of this lap. There is 5th place, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking good. We're not going to catch P1, even with a DRS advantage. Verstappen's not going to get P4 with it either. Unless we get a breakdown now, this is where our points will be cemented. As we come through and we're smashing the DRSs. Norris is going to be out front. Verstappen is going to be clear of everybody else. And ladies and gentlemen, that is great. Because it is so hard to score points around this circuit. And we have gone and scored 43 points, which means we're going to get 48 points from Monza. And chat, I think we can all agree that that little safety car is a little bit of revenge for the safety car that we got in the very first race of Las Vegas. But even still, Max Verstappen, our second driver, was still completely away from the pack. And that is some huge points that we needed to start with. Come on. That brings us back into racing. Norris 4, Hamilton 5. Speed setup. How many points did the rivals score? 20. Was that 23? Okay. That's good, chat. We are back in the game. Great points for Monza. Indeed. Yes, it is. So, that is a great run. That is a great run. Now, we've got to keep that up. We've got to cement our focus to keep getting some good points. Let's open this and add it on. We do get an epic. Exhale. Okay, so after 2 races, it is there. 43 and a 48 point. In qualifying, by the way, in Vegas, we got 46. So we dropped a few points there. But we definitely made up for points in Monza. Now, race... How is that person scoring? Wow, Andre's scoring fire. Wow. So, race number 3, overtaking and cornering. This could be a tricky circuit as well, because we are heading off to Canada and it is in wet conditions. So, we have got our cornering setup going onto the car. We have got our drivers of overtaking. So, it's going to be George Russell coming back into the pack. Welcome, Mohammed Kurt. Welcome, Mingo. Aeroblade better in Vegas and Baku. Valkyrie doesn't guarantee you make up the places. It could be Raphael. That we may be... I mean, we've got to be careful with trying things, haven't we, Raphael? Because you just don't know. It's how many points you drop, isn't it? But Valkyrie gives better qualifying as well. Now, that is our setup. These are our drivers. Overtaking and cornering boost. I mean... We might go for something like Cranberry. Because it's got overtaking and cornering. So, chat... How many points are we going to score in race number 3? These drivers, Mingo, we have to be using Hamilton for extra race points. So we are now at the overtaking driver. We could use Glitz. But I think Cranberry is actually better. 42 to 47. We've got a wide range to cover off there. Did we have Canada in qualifying? I think we did, didn't we? So in qualifying, chat, we scored 49 points. So, race number 3, overtaking and cornering. It is time to unleash. Now, aren't they both total? I think it's a little bit more. I'll show you now quickly. Might be. Overtaking and cornering boost, okay? So, we have got... where are we? Cranberry gives... overtaking of 20. It gives more driver stat, so 30 with a bit of defense. And then Glitz does give 30 as well, but less. We could get more PU. It could be the way to go, of course. We might try it. I'm happy to try, of course. So, let's get ready to set. Let's get ready to rumble. Defending's decent. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's good to hold position. So, let's get in. We don't want Jules. We want Las Vegas Grand Prix. 49 points in qualifying. Can we go one better and gain some more points? Calum, welcome in. And chat, if you're watching, please do hit the thumbs up button on the video. Please hit subscribe if you are watching for the very first time. If you're in for exciting roller coaster racing, there's only one place to be. Another real player matchup here as we go racing here at Canada. Let's see how we can get on. But again, every point is going to matter. Canada, Montreal, wet conditions. Please, we are in the hands of the god. Walter Farrell, welcome. Marshtick goes for Cranberry as well. I think we're going to try a bit of Cranberry. 17th and 18th is where we qualify. Wet conditions. So, I'm going to go on to the Cranberry boost. We are going to get set, get racing for wet conditions of Canada. Herald is good for race start as well, of course. Now, real player matchup. It's going to be interesting to see what the rival uses compared. Nice, Walter. I've never been to an F1 race. Still waiting for the commentary call from F1 to come and participate. Still not hanging. It's just, I'm always here, F1. I can commentate for you. It's fine. If Croft is ever sick. So here we go. Race time, Canada, wet conditions. We need a good start. We need some early overtakes as well. As Hamilton and Russell get away, we are 17th and 18th. We need to come through the pack if we can. And Russell has got a better start than Hamilton, which is interesting. But as we sort of balance out, Russell gets a move. Does he? He doesn't on Alex Albon. Now he does, back round the outside. So it's 13th and 17th. Remember, in this race, DRS is absolutely powerful. So that is where we're going to find most of our overtakes come back, as now the Albon decides to annoy us and come through. So Russell 14th, Hamilton 16th, and the rival is pushing all the time as well. Here comes Hamilton through with the extra overtaking that he's got on the car. He is starting to absolutely fly. Here's George Russell trying to get through. It's a rough start, chat. A rough start, as Russell now is puff. Why am I conserving Hamilton? That's what I don't want to do. Now, Russell, 13th. This is where your DRS is going to be so key. We've seen a breakdown ahead as well, as we come off the hairpin. DRS time, there's a breakdown for Alonso. Here comes Hamilton, as we come through. And it is going to be now up to P9 and P10. Hamilton's going to take over the lead role in this race, as expected, with that extra overtaking. So the pack is still quite close together. This is going to be a long-term race where we just slowly use DRS to catch the pack up every time. You can see the rivals there. Hamilton, remember, 10% overtaking. Welcome, Super Huge. Oh, yeah, Vegas is very early, but it's midday. It's past midday here for a Super Huge. As now, Hamilton, we're going to save a little bit of power unit. Just going to gradually come through. And I mean, Hamilton, I can go to 5 laps if I wish, to make sure that we don't double stack. No signs of any safety cars yet. I think it'd be mad if we got another safety car now. Do we try and continue? Or do we pit on lap number 4? I think we should get away without the double stack here as well. So, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the pit now. Going to use DRS because we're not going to be needing that until the next straight. And we are in. No double stack. And we are out in P number 6 for Hamilton. We need to get ahead of the rival. We do get ahead of the rival. Great pit time. Pit crew, get in. That is P10. We have comfortably got. Now it's race on, chat, because we have done the undercut on anybody staying out. So the undercut has been applied here. Now we've got to get these two absolutely flying. As Hamilton comes to the hairpin, nice exit off as well. We'll use DRS. Here comes George Russell as well. DRS to use too. And Hamilton is going to move himself nearly into the lead. But we know that George Russell is going to come back out and the McLaren ahead of us. So, at the minute, it is P3 and P8.
Is there a leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the weather freezer.
Now remember, DRS is key here, because DRS is the thing that gives us the pace every single lap. As here comes Hamilton into P2, Russell survives, and Hamilton takes the lead here in Canada. Hamilton leads the Canadian GP. Now, Russell needs a couple of extra places. We're going to try and slow down, I think, the pack with Hamilton, because we can push on the final lap. But we need to try and slow down to try and bring the pack a little bit closer. Hamilton drops to second, though, but we'll use DRS in a moment. It's okay. As Norris now comes through. Maybe that plan of attack hasn't gone the way we wanted. Russell coming back through now. Needs the DRS overtakes. There is 7th. There is 6th. Now, 1 and 6 is not a bad return at present. We would like more, of course. But at the minute, we're on for 43. This is going to make 48 points. I think that is going to be the absolute maximum that we can get, because the Ferrari and the McLaren ahead are just a little bit too far. So, no safety car this time in this race. And now we're going to set and complete. It's going to be Hamilton into P1. George Russell is not going to get any more positions. He's going to come away in P6. Relatively close, but we are going to score 43 points. That is okay, I think. Welcome, Keith. DRS and speed up together. It doesn't work together. You will find it does work together. You get up to acceleration quicker. If you try DRS attacking versus DRS without attacking, you enter the corner quicker by using the attack mode on DRS. If you don't use the attack mode with DRS, you enter the corner that you come up to slower. So, unless you can physically prove that difference, I generally believe that DRS on red attack mode gets you up to speed quicker and lets you carry through the corner quicker. Your top speed, you won't get any more top speed out of it, but you definitely do get a performance advantage. Oscar has +1 Raphael, but that is it. But yeah, you've got to think about exactly what Raphael says. If you are using push on your driver, they are taking a more aggressive racing line instead of just sitting behind the rival. Yeah, Artem, you use DRS on the straights, but guess what comes at the end of a straight? A corner. So you fly into the corner. Because you remember, when you use DRS, 9 times out of 10, your DRS is still active going into the corner. It's only really like Vegas where you don't have time to use it through the corner. But it's up to you. If you don't want to believe that, that is absolutely fine. Like, it is everyone's opinion. That is just my opinion. But I will always push on attack mode. Always. Unless I want to save some power unit, then I won't. So, I forgot to check that rival setup, but we are on 139 points. A little bit of a difficult race there. But yeah, I just think it does. I think it definitely works with attacking. I've seen other content creators say not to push, but I generally think they are compromising people by doing that. So you've got to be pushing. Got to be pushing. So points-wise, 43, 48, 48. We need more points than that. Florian's put in a very nice 52 at Canada. So well done to them on a perfect score. We need more points though, chat. We generally need some more points. And we've got to find it from somewhere. 52s in race 1. I mean, I got a safety car super huge. And I couldn't get anywhere near. I was 15th place with the safety car on lap 4. It is very difficult. Chanel, welcome as well. So we head off then to our next race. Race number 4. And we are going to our power unit circuit. So it is China. Chat, let me know if you're still here. Press 1. I think I just clicked end stream by accident. If anybody can still hear me, press 1. And is anybody watching me who is watching on the wide screen, not the vertical? I just literally tapped stop stream by accident and I had to click restart. But I think we're still fine, luckily. Make sure don't do that again. I literally clicked stop stream. We're here. Okay, cool. Panic over, chat. Panic over. That would have been interesting. Thank you, chat, for your quick comments. Power unit, then, is what we need to build out now. So power unit setup needs to go onto our car. And then it's going to be a case of trying to smash this next circuit. So, of course, remember, I don't use curler. I could use curler, actually, if it's 10%ed, but I don't believe it is. So that is going to be our setup. I always go flex. I prefer it over curler. It's a massive drop. Anyway. Bin the Ferrari. Okay, let's have a change of livery, chat. Get involved in the chat. Which year car livery do you want on this game? I'm going to look away for 30 seconds and sort my drivers and car out. And then we've had 3 races on the Ferrari livery. Matteo, I'm sure, is very happy with that. So while we set up, let me know what you want to see. So Hamilton and Russell. Overtaking and overtaking, that's what we're going to be using. Now our car is going to be the power unit setup with flex, because I prefer the flex over the curler. So that is going to be our driver lineup. We are going to get 5 extra race points from this. We have to be scoring 52 points. Now I'm about to look at the chat. For the first time, we're going to pick the first livery. If you are spamming, you will not be selected. I will repick. So we're about to look over. And we are about to pick the Williams 2023 by Zenny. That is what we are picking. That is the first one that I saw. Zenny only put it once. So we are going for the 2023 livery. And we are going for the Williams 2023. There we go. We are going Williams in China. So, let's do this. I would love the silver apple. we're going to give it everybody. Everybody gets a chance. But let's see, chat. Let's see. Overtaking and power unit. Get your points. How many points are we going to score in race number 4? We are heading off to Shanghai and China. How many points do you think we are going to score? We need 52. The question is, will we get 52? Let's go and find out. Amos, welcome. If you are currently watching the stream, please get involved. Let me know how many points out of 52 we're going to score, and say hello if you are watching as well. Person who has a cousin buying Verstappen on your account on the early year. Wow. Well, welcome in, mate. Welcome in. It is absolutely flying. Are you doing the free-to-play account? Yes, we will. Kurt Simpson, welcome as well. I think this is a real player. Welcome and thank you. Keep that sub train going if you are watching and you haven't hit subscribe. And Sebastian, welcome as well. So, this could be interesting. Daryl, welcome. We need 52. We have to get 52 here. Simple as that. And we are trying to get there. But this could be tough. Hamilton and Russell. Remember, Hamilton is so much better than ourselves. Overtaking and power unit. I am going to go for unstoppable. And the reason being, we're going to get extra speed from it. They're going to house the same. I don't need pit time. It's going to be unstoppable. So, come on, chat. Come on. We're going to play this one. Do you have any tips, Kurt Simpson? We have plenty of tips on the channel, mate. There is so much you can have a look at, honestly. So, here we go then. We have a real player. Can our car setup absolutely promote us to victory? We're about to find out. The rival has gone for the old Haas, I think 2022. Now Hamilton has got a brilliant start. And no, George Russell is only 18th. Oh no, George. What are you doing to us? Why are you making my life a misery? Why? Now get through. Oh, look at that cornering. This is why we use flex. The cornering ability on the car is incredible. As now we go down the back straight for the first time. Hamilton in 6th. Russell in 14th. Make it 15th. Oh, God. We are in for a nightmare Shanghai race, it seems. Hamilton coming through in 6th still. Still can't find the move. Here comes George Russell getting through into 13th place. So he now starts to absolute go. George has had a difficult race week so far. We're still going to push though. DRS is going to be key. Why are we going backwards on Hamilton? Why? Why is that possible? As now DRS will enable. And now George Russell is going to get a dose of it. So P3, but everybody is stacked together. That last corner is always painful. Very painful. But I feel like a little bit of power unit saving on Hamilton could be beneficial in this stint. Rival is using all their power unit all the time. We want to... Oh my God, we're going backwards. How's our pace gone? Where is our pace ending up? Rival's Hamilton is faster than mine. I'll be interested to see if they've got curler on. Very interesting. I'm not going to use power unit here. I want to save some power unit. But George Russell is going to be on the softs, remember. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go, up to 9th place. But remember, George Russell is going to go soft tyres in this second stint. He is going to be very, very quick. Hopefully everybody out there does need to pit. Yes, they do. Now, we are in 9th place at the minute. We need to try. Rival's got no power unit. That is good. I'm going to try the undercut really on Hamilton. In the corners, that's where you pay. Yeah, that's where our pace is. Yeah, you can see that. Look at Hamilton flying here. And obviously Russell going to softs might be incredible. We'll find out. But we've still got the rival ahead. We need to use DRS here. Oh, Russell off the track. Russell nearly bins it in China. He was absolutely flying. And into the final corners, he nearly lost traction. We've seen that before. As we come out of the pits now, we need overtakes. There is 2 overtakes. Right on cue. Into P6. Oh my God, how are we losing out to the Haas? Right, okay. DRS is fine. We've got power unit. Rival's going to take points off us, I think, here. Because I can't catch. This Rival is quick. Oh, absolutely. Hamilton's in the lead. Was in the lead. The Rival now's in the lead. It's chaos. There's so many cars everywhere here. So many cars. But we're just struggling to overtake. Struggling to overtake. Can we get 5th? We can. Hamilton's now down to 3rd. This is crazy race. Crazy. Now he's back up to 2nd and now we're 2nd and 4th. What's going on? What is going on? We are in a monster of a race here. As now we go down the straight. Here comes Hamilton and Russell. We've took the lead of this race, but it's not over yet. Because Russell is P2. We've overcome the charge. And somehow, what feels out of nowhere, we have took the lead in this race. This is a mental race. But now the Rival will continue to push. Hamilton is clear. We have took the upper hand on lap number 7. And what looked like a crazy lap 6 is potentially going to be a drastic finish to the race. Here we come down the straight then for the final time. George Russell rounds and he and Hamilton are going to survive. What a race. What a race here in China. Wow. Absolute wow. I mean, let's be honest, chat. On lap number 6, we all thought that was probably a mess. There was about 7 cars within a second of each other. That was absolutely crazy. Evo, welcome. Welcome into the chat. Wow, that was crazy. But we did come through. We did manage it. And let's have a look at the setups. Level 6 Hamilton, level 6 Russell. And the setup. Rival went for flex, and they had a similar setup, just a couple of levels lower when it comes to the big Series 12 and 11 epics. So, in the end, our setup won. I reckon this Rival could have been watching our strategy, guys, chat, because flex is something I love using. Who knows? Oh, what a race. What a race. Welcome, Super Huge, on Twitch as well. Is there such thing when after you pit your tyres are cold? There is not, mate. There is nothing. Even when you get to 1% tyres, your tyres still perform the same as they are 100%. Tyre effectiveness doesn't downgrade in this one. So what a race. Andrew, if you do watch this stream, thank you for a brilliant race. That was some excellent racing. Woo! So, alright then. We are on 191 points. We still need more points, chat. We still need more points. We've got to try and go for it. Thank you, Matteo. Now, Zenny, we are going to give you one more run out in the Williams livery, and then we are going to be hitting up with a new livery. Julian, welcome. And that was a race and a half, Saboom. Absolutely. So we head then to race number 5, overtaking and speed. It is the circuit of Baku. So Baku to come. And this is a circuit where DRS is obviously really effective as well. So let's absolutely open this crate. Sabre, no epic, but we get some extra rares. And we now can open... Can we open the platinum crate yet? I don't think we can we? No. So, let's set up for race number 5. More points we need. Nadeel's gone for Red Bull early. We'll come back soon for that one. So, overtaking and speed. It's got to be George Russell again. It's George Russell and a Hamilton combination all the way through the week, it seems. But speed is our forte. So, speed goes on. Your drivers, Hamilton and, of course, George Russell. That is what we're going to be going on to. Now, the boost is probably going to be Unstoppable boost again, which is going to be very, very good. You get asset trading, Zenny, which means you can trade your extras for something else. Now, I'll see your point, Raphael. I see it. But I'm going to lose 40 speed. And I get to use DRS at the same time every lap. So, I don't really want to. Red Bull livery, I expect, is next month. So, chat, again, get involved. let me know how many points you are going to score at this next circuit. It is the speed circuit of Baku. Overtaking and speed. We're off to Azerbaijan. And of course, if you are watching, please help me get to 20,000 subscribers. Please hit the like button on the video. Please hit subscribe if you're watching. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets to subscribe. Just help a man out. So, we need points. We need points. Did we have this race in qualifying? We did. So, in qualifying, chat, we got a safety car around here, which saved us a little bit. And we got, in qualifying, in race number 3, 51 points. So, we try and recreate that if we can. Hamilton and Russell, speed setup. So, let's do this. Speed and that. So, let's go. It is race number 5. Let's go. See what we can do. Free to play will be later. Absolutely, yes. Free to play will be later. Probably a couple of hours time, I imagine. Maybe around the 3 o'clock sort of stage, maybe UK time. That's in about 2 hours, but maybe a little bit later. And 1643. Very big team score for the rival. Wow. This is what we didn't need because qualifying is going to be pushing back a little bit. So, let's see what we can do. What can we do here? Gives you time to do your GP. Yeah, good stuff. Now, look at this. 16th and 18th. This could be a maxed out Lewis Hamilton, but they've gone for Norris, which is interesting. I'm going to go both onto soft tyres because I want to get the performance straight away. So, here we go. It is time for racing here at this race. Can we get a good start? We'll find out. Come on. Hamilton, fast. Russell, average. We need to get away if we can. I'm going to move to the race screen, of course. And it's not a great start again. Hamilton is 15th. It is always very difficult for a race start for me. Never get the absolute up the field, but we'll try and get through. Here comes Hamilton. He's up to 13th. Russell is coming through the pack as well. And he is now 12th, Hamilton. So 12th and 17th off the back. Now we get into 11th and 10th. That is not too bad. Russell struggling again. Even though it's the overtaking circuit, George Russell is the struggler out there. As Hamilton now comes into P9, we're going to use that DRS because there's a lot of cars out here which we want to get overtaken. So we're going to get through into 12th, Hamilton and 7th, and the pack are not too separated, which means we can make good ground if we can find the overtakes. So Hamilton in 7th, going to use the push off these couple of corners to try and get me into 6th place, and that's what we do. Into 11th for Russell. So that is good. Now DRS should be available at the same point pretty much. It's going to be a little bit later for Hamilton, but we're going to use it anyway because we're about to pit and I've got no other choice to use it. But we're going to get into P5. Can we get more moves? Medium tyres to go onto the car. Russell, I'm going to just conserve down now, gain some of that power unit back. But Hamilton is in a very good position. Just going to now look after power units. And Hamilton nearly got up to 4th then. So really good stint then, I think. Really good stint for the opening part. We're going to come in for medium tyres. And we're going to get no double stack. I'm going to have good power unit left with Russell. And now Hamilton will come out. Need a little bit of clean air would be nice. I'm going to save DRS chat for the main straight this time. So we're going to make sure we change it. Albon breaks down. That's a nice little bonus as Hamilton is into 9th. The power of DRS, we need to come through. I'd love to get 51 points if we can. Or I'd love to get 52, of course. So, Hamilton now closing in on Carlos Sainz. Can we get that move done? Not at the moment, but we got both cars in a very good position as Hamilton now triggers DRS. So does Russell, And that puts Hamilton up to 5th. And can still keep on pushing. Russell is in 8th. Come on, get through. This is still a tough race. Is there more pit stops out there? There is 2 more pit stops. We can still get a couple more positions. And of course, the effectiveness of DRS is going to be helping us as well. Yeah, we might do, Raphael. Yeah, you might be wrong. As the McLarens go to battle then down the straight. Ferraris. How can we get that confused? As now we come through. And now Hamilton is up to P3. Russell is up to P6. F1 Clash is the game name. We can still get this. McLaren, Norris out front we are not going to be getting. But we could, and we will, take P2 in this race. And another move to Russell in P5. It might be that we get 45 points, which would be 50. But I think that would be a very good result. Hamilton on the softs trying to put an end to that, though. This is going to be hard to hold on to. DRS not as ready this time. So we're probably going to find Hamilton's going to come past us. And he does. And so does Russell. I'm going to wait to use this DRS then for the final, basically straight. But we don't have an answer. But Hamilton is still P3. He's got back now. But we don't have an answer to the pace of the Ferrari. We've got DRS to use. But I don't have the pace to catch. Hamilton will now use DRS, but I'm not going to catch him. He's too quick. It was close. But we're going to have to settle. That is the best we've got. It is P3 and P5. In the end, it's 42 points. It's going to be a total of 47. But we just couldn't do anything different there. The AI, super fast. And yeah, that is the best. It is going to be 42. It's going to be 47. And hopefully it balances out overall. But so frustrating. So frustrating. 42 points. It could have been great. But the AI are super powerful. And the matchmaking didn't help there at all. Level 6 Norris, level 6 Hamilton. And a full balance setup for the rival. That is why their team score is so high as well. So we're going to open that one. We're going to... at the end of the day, chat, you've seen in that race, we didn't really do anything wrong. We pushed as much as we could. And in the end, it is the best that we can do with our levels. That is simple as that. So Alonso, Piastri, and Saber. And we will do a livery change in the moment as well. So, 262. We'll get ready and set for the next race, which is going to be race 6, defending and speed. So we finally can get rid of Mr. Russell. So Verstappen in, and it's going to be the same setup. I think this circuit is okay for the full speed. So that is going to be our setup and drivers chat. How many points are we going to get in race 6? And then just give me a second. I need to answer a text message. So give me a moment. Two seconds. So, I'll quickly load the game up because I'll come off the game. So, let's cross back over. When your parents message you, you got to respond. That's for sure. Okay, so it is Hamilton and Verstappen, and it is that car setup, 262 speed, and those drivers. So let's put this to work. Let's see what we can do. Mum said use Oscar. Hamilton, Verstappen. And this is going to be pretty much a voice run. How much boost do you need for DRS to be effective? How much boost do you mean, Walter? Just any boost that you could be able to push. So let's get this. I don't really know what strategy we're going to be using here. I think we can use a 5 medium at this circuit. So let's get this on the go. We probably can use a 5 soft with Hamilton, I reckon. If we use palm, I might try that as a little bit of a go. So chat, let me know in Vegas GP race number 6, defense and speed. It is our setup and drivers. So I think Hamilton, we're going to go for a 5 soft. I'm going to try the palm boost to see if that is effective with Verstappen. Another real player. Oh, this is tough racing today. And Demo, I like your style. I think Raphael, I think I'm going to go palm because I don't know how certain he can get 5 soft. But 5 soft would be incredible, so I'm going to go palm. But he might Raphael for tyres for 5 soft. But this is what I'm going to learn. He's got Tundra tyre management. I'm going to try it anyway. I can't do it, Raphael, because I'll blame you if it goes wrong. So I'm going to go that and that. And then I'm going to go... can I do the same on Verstappen? Probably not. I'm going to go both on palm here. I don't think Verstappen can get it. I don't know. We're going to see what happens here, chat. I'm a little bit lost. I haven't done Austria for a long time. So let's just see if Verstappen does need the 5 medium, or he could have done softs. We'll learn a lot, and hopefully it doesn't cost us a... I didn't change the livery, did I? Sorry, chat. We'll do the livery next race. That's 3 races each, though, on the livery. So, you know, even, equal. And the Williams... Yeah, exactly. So I'm not used to this circuit in Champs at all. But we're going to get a good start. And Verstappen, I think 5 medium might be the play. Hamilton, I think, can do 5 soft. He can, just about. Just about. And that's going to give him good pace here. He's already up to 10th. And he's up to 9th. So this could be a very good call. On the palm boost, I've got to watch my tyres. I'm going to just use medium DRS here for Hamilton because he's not going to make an overtake. Now we're up to 10th. Max, he's got 5 extra defense. That's what I'm using him. Gone for the pure driver stat. So Hamilton is obviously very good. Verstappen is up to 9th. Verstappen is flying here very quickly. And the pack are not really getting away too badly. We've just got to try. Sainz obviously is a great driver. He's been very, very good. He's got the hang of that Williams now as well, Sainz. Some good performances lately from him. So right on the limit of the 5 softs. So we're just going to keep conserving. We've got a nice little buffer between the 2 drivers. So we're going to now push Hamilton. Obviously these will be coming in at the same time. Now anybody who goes 4 softs is going to obviously pit earlier than us. And we are going to move ourselves in to P6. We've got to watch the tyres on the next stint as we get a breakdown from Leclerc. So Hamilton, can he get through? Not yet. Verstappen is there, chat. He is there. I've got to try and push this, I think. Got to try and get 3rd. We can now get 3rd. I don't know what the point recommendation is here and how well we can do. Hamilton is just going to run out of tyres, but obviously we've pushed him very hard in this stint. Verstappen coming in as well. So team get to work. We've got to watch the push with Hamilton going forward, but he's going to come out a minimum of 4th place. So that is brilliant for us. We've got Alonso in 3rd as well. Just going to use medium push on the DRS to save tyres. And now Hamilton is in a good position. Verstappen closing in as well. And he gets up to 9th. Verstappen definitely... I mean, he does benefit a little bit from tyres. And I think I probably do need the tyres on him. Hamilton is still 4th. Sat behind Alonso. So, try and get that move done. Look at these 4 cars ahead of us. There's definitely room for overtake here, if we can get them. Hamilton's up to 3rd. Here is Verstappen coming through into 8th. Can he get 7th? Yes, he can. Come on. This is, I think, good points so far. Such good points. I hope. Going to use a little bit of push now to try and close in. And Verstappen now as well. So Hamilton, where is P2? Can he catch? We can get to 6th. Bad performance. Well, Abriel, tomorrow is your day, mate. You get that back tomorrow. Yeah, could do, Raphael. Maybe we do go Norris tomorrow. But it's good little battle. Verstappen's performed okay for us, though. He's struggling a little bit now versus Russell. But I think we've done pretty much the best we can. Hamilton's second. Where is P1? Okay, we're not catching P1. I don't think Verstappen's going to get any higher either. Yes, he is, because P4 pits. P4 pits. So P4 is in. Oh, and here comes Piastri. I'm going to push away. We've pushed away quite quickly. I think Hamilton is... I'll tell you what, chat. I think this is good points. I don't know how accurate I am because I haven't done this circuit for a while. But I feel like P2 and P4 could actually be a decent score. I actually think that could be okay. Maybe tomorrow we go Norris. We could go Norris on Palm and do both of them maybe just on a 5 soft. Hamilton ran out, so I don't think we could do that. But Hamilton got 5 softs, needed Palm. He needed like 130 tyre management, Hamilton, to get a 5 soft. Or as much as pushing as I can. So yeah, good job. Schumacher is coming, yeah. How often do you meet open drive? And now we have got a position. So it is 44 points. I think that is good points from Austria. It's going to be 49. Hamilton and Russell. And a speed setup. I forget that was a real player as well, wasn't it? We come away quite nicely. So that is a crate to unlock. We are on 287. We have got a big final 2 races. A huge final 2 races. This is where we can't slack off. We've got to take points in each of these. If we don't, it's going to be painful. So race 7 is race start and speed. So it's going to be the same setup, but this time it's going to be race start drivers, which means Fernando Alonso comes into our pack. Hopefully for a very, very good race. Hamilton and Alonso. Speed setup. Chat, I'm going to check the messages quickly, but please let me know which livery we are going to get using. So chat, in the chat, right, which livery from which year, obviously 2022 onwards, are we going to be using? So let me know, and I'll just quickly check. Make sure it's nothing to potentially worry about. Which I don't think it is. Okay, cool. So I'll reload the game because once I come off the game, I just want to make sure that we don't lag out or anything. So we will go to our intermission zone. We will go to fight another day. We have Australia to come. Race start and speed. We're probably going to be looking at a boost like Street Shark here. And Hamilton, by the way, can do 4 soft around here if he needs to, which is very nice indeed. So, everyone, Ash Werner, welcome. Everybody, if you want to get involved, which livery are we going to be using? You've got about 30 seconds to have a guess at the livery that we will select for the final 2 races. So please do let me know in the chat right now, which livery do you want us to select? What are we going to be playing in this one? One stabilizer to max, absolutely. So I'm about to look at the chat and see what it's all about. And then we are going to select this livery. You've got about 10 seconds, and then it's whoever has the livery that I look at, we are going to be selecting for the final 2 races, and hopefully it's going to be bringing us luck as well. So here we go. We are going to be looking at the chat, and the first livery that I'm going to see is going to be... what do we say? The Alpine 24 of Darrell. That is the first livery, or the final livery, that we are going to be using. It's a fair fight for everybody. Of course, you may get it one day. Alpine 2024, the carbon fibre of the car. And that is what we are going to be rocking. We are going to be trying to not get fired by Flavio Briatore. We are going for speed setup, drivers Hamilton and Alonso. And it's time for Australia, Melbourne. Chat, 52 points available. Please get in the chat. How many points are we going to score from this circuit? Please do let me know. And we'll see how we get on. Come on. Race start speed. It is time for Australia. Again, Hamilton can do 4 soft if I don't want a double stack. We need a good race start. We need our luck. We need everything to go our way. Real player. Okay. It shouldn't be a problem, but it definitely could be a problem. Depends if they get a really good start. So, we'll find out. Come on. Melbourne can be tough. It's all about the race start. Let's see. See what we got. We need 50. We need if anything we could get. 52, 51 would be amazing. I don't know what we got in qualifying, but I think we scored pretty well. Now, Alonso P24. That is painful. Race start speed. Race start speed. And we have got Street Shark on. Okay, come on. Here we go. It is race time. Need Street Shark. We need the big race start number. That's what we need. We need as much driver stat as we can get. We wait for the rival to ready up. There we go. Come on, chat. We need all the points. No dropping points now. We need a start of dreams from Hamilton and Alonso. As we get racing, both get a perfect start, and we get the terrible start again. What? How does the rival absolutely fly past? I mean, we do get past again now, but how do they get the rocket start and we don't? Because now we're only 10th, 11th. And then the rival's just going through. How is that fair? What in the... What? I hate it when you get stuck on this grid. It's absolutely painful. But now we've got a race on our hands. We never get the luck in running on race starts. We've got to do this the hard way again. As now DRS comes available. Hamilton in 8th, but he's got pace here and he continues his movement forward. Can he get more positions? No, he can't. Alonso can get more positions. Why do we always have to do this the hard way? I mean, Hamilton is absolutely flying. Absolutely flying here. And I can't really do 4 laps now with how much I've got to push. So I've got to do the 3. But he is going to get himself. Can he get to P3? Yes, he can. So up to P3 we go. Alonso P9. Still going to be a heavy battle to the end of this race. Because look at P1 and P2. They have absolutely bolted clear. We're going to push Hamilton to try and make a move to close the gap. He's already coming into the pits. Alonso coming in now as well. So pit stop's crucial. No double stack needed. We don't double stack. Where does Hamilton come out? Need to get out ahead of the traffic. We do get ahead of Max, which is good. Or Yuki, whoever that was. So now, Alonso needs the move. Okay, we need clear overtaking here. And we get that move done as well. Come on, welcome Sonny. This is so tough today. Legends GP next week. Qatar, Senna. So, a couple more pit stops in. Hamilton now swings round. Alonso, I'm having to push so hard. Micromanage key. But I think there's still cars out here on hard tyres, I believe. Alonso on Verstappen. Yeah, no, how? Did you not get through there? How? That was your move all day long. Well, look at the pace we've got. It's so much quicker than these around us. We need amazing, amazing work. And now loads of cars in the pits. Hamilton is into P2. Now there's some cars coming out. We need... Oh my God, we're like a pit stop behind Russell. We're like a pit stop behind. I'm going to have to push. The Ferrari continues. Alonso's got good pace now as well, but we're using the power unit as much as we can. So Hamilton's already coming back out. Nice work by the pit crew. Now Alonso is, but he's going to drop down as Hamilton drops behind Alonso. And Alonso comes back out now. And Hamilton struggling off the initial start. Can he get past Alonso? No, he can't at the moment. We need pit stops or something to happen. We need something to go our way here. Can we get past Yuki? Yes, we can. Can we get past Alonso? Yes, we can. There is the Ferrari. Was that? Oh, there's the leading Ferrari out front there. Okay, still got time. Still got time. There's Hamilton. With Charles Leclerc, we've got to battle and find. Have we got any pit stops? No pit. One pit stop in this race left. One. How are we foul back so much? I don't feel like we deserve this race of this ability at all. Because this has been a horrible race. Where's Hamilton now? 4th. I can't believe we've been done dirty on the race start. I generally can't believe it. We have literally been done dirty on the race start. It's just ridiculous, this game. This is going to put me out. This will put me out. This is 100% putting me out. There's 3rd. Every point matters. Hutch, and your race starts. We are going to be out for no reason. Just because we get perfect starts and absolutely smash into the back of other cars. We are going to go out based on absolute luck. It's just so frustrating. It's hard because, chat, the reason it's so frustrating is it's a tiny group. We're just going to be out. 68 peoples in this group. We are not making it through. We are not making it through with that. We need luck in Vegas. I mean, look, chat, if we score 50 points, we can get to 383. We're only going to be 11th. We're only going to be 11th. We're already with 17 hours to go. It would only need 26 people to go past us. We're just getting robbed. We've just had a tough race, Joe. We've just had literally a race start where you slam into the back of everybody else. Now, usually everybody knows that Australia, 9 times out of 10, you get to like P2, P4 off the start. But I think we're going to be out, sadly. Hamilton and Russell and that setup is where we go to for the final race of probably the Champions GP this week. But if we get a safety car and we get 52, you never know. But we'll see what happens. Final race time. It is race number 8. We have got to try and get 52 points. Well, Matteo, if we could get 70 points, we could only dream, mate. I'm pretty sure everybody else would as well. Magamad, welcome. We're going to go unstoppable. Because race start didn't matter last time. Yeah, I mean, look at the rival chat. You saw the rivals Hamilton got 4 or 5 places ahead of me in that race start. And he started behind me by 4 or 5 places. So you saw how much we got impacted. But what can we do? We can't do anything else because we literally are... We haven't made any mistakes. We've solely just performed the best we can. That is literally it. Softs, overtaking and speed. That's all we've got left. That's all we've got. Unstoppable. The only way we give ourselves a chance is to take a 52. We need a safety car on lap number 3 if Hutch want to give us a little bit of revenge of points. That is the only way. The 52 has got to be done. And we slam into a few cars. But this time, we make some positions. Because Hamilton is already up to 11th place. Russell is already 15th. Whereas I think in the previous GP, we were struggling. So we've got to do everything we can. Russell's got to overtake. Hamilton's got to overtake. And we've started okay. We've started probably better than okay here. Because we're 8th with Hamilton. We're 14th with Russell. And now we get through to 7th. But Russell's the struggle. Using wets. So we could try using wets. That would be an interesting one, wouldn't it? Alright, can we take speed into this corner and get past Ocon? Yes, we can. Okay, that's a move that we needed. Antonelli blocks us off. Okay, now we're going to get DRS for the first time. Russell is going to make a move here as well. So up to 5th goes Hamilton. Russell still not making moves. Why is Russell the struggle? Why is he struggling so bad? Now we get to 11th. We need a safety car next lap. Is what we need. That is what we need, chat. That is what we need. Need to save some power unit if I can. With Hamilton a little bit there. Oh, Gasly. Let us pass, Gasly. Haven't got any push. Get past 9th. Get past! Thank you. Why softs? We gotta be softs. I've got to try. We got to get a safety car now. Got to bring Russell through. I need as close to 52 as I can get. No safety car. We had our luck earlier on. This is tough. Hamilton is out. Get ahead of kick. Get ahead of the kick. Take that. Okay. Got to be undercutting these around us. Welcome, aggressive tadpole. Come on. I've got to get 50 points or something here. Just got to. No, move out the way! Move! For what the hell? This game just does not want me to qualify. There is no way that has just happened. Literally stuck behind a car broken down. We're not even going into the pits. Oh my God. Swear we get the unluckiest luck ever. Where Hamilton's trying to close down on P4, P3. I just don't believe our luck, chat. I'm going to save DRS this time, Russell. I mean, no, I'm not. Stuff it. We're out, chat. We are out because of absolute crazy luck. But there you go. That is what happens. Honestly, Champions GP is the most boring thing when Hutch give you a group as bad as this. Why drop a 68-player group? Where is the other 32 players? Where? And that is us out. We are not making it through. 21 points. It's about 39 points. So we do score 44. But the problem is, if we go to a lower GP, we get the same problem. I think next year on this main account, I'm just not going to go champions to the end. It's pointless. You just get screwed for the whole season. We can't compete. We can't score high enough. And that is going to be us out of the Champions GP. Race start killed us. That killed us. Not a lot else we could do in the end. Ah, frustrating. Frustrating. Yeah, not a lot we can do. We didn't make any mistakes today. We literally gave it our all. And maybe our all just not good enough with this car at the minute, these drivers. We need higher... I mean, there's a lot of people, chat, in this group that have big maxed accounts who spend thousands every week. We're trying to compete. We're trying. But it's really hard. Ending the stream shortly. Yes, Matteo. So overall, we score 377. And that is us out. We are not making it through. We are done and dusted with this one. It is a Q medal. Because I know I'm going to say, I know there's a chance. But there's not. We're not on a 30, what is it, 39 players. No, sorry. Yeah. What was it? No, 34 players. Only 34 players make it through. And everybody in this group is capable of scoring really well. So I think for us, it's a game over on this week. But we've still got the Challenger GP. You never know what might happen with the free-to-play. But that is the best we can do, literally. Chat, I'm going to leave it there. We end with disappointing. But a stupid group as called in the chat. It is shocking. 68 people. What is the point? Good luck with your racing. We'll catch you in a couple of hours when we go racing on the free-to-play as that tries to put in a decent Challenger GP event as well. See you soon. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe as well. And we'll catch you a little bit later on as well.